Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about this video that I came across. Her name is Nina Poole and I love her video. She's such a sweet person, and what she basically does is she takes an expensive facial products, cream, and she trying to find you a much cheaper alternative to that cream, which is, good if that's what you want to do. But I start looking more into this, and I came across some terrible findings. Since I do body products, like skincare products myself, I do body butters and body lotions, so I pretty much know what goes into these products as far as what I put into it. It's basically, when you make a lotion, all you need is three main ingredients. Everything else added into it is just extra. All you need is water, oil, and something that binds the water with the oil, which called emulsifying wax. They have your healthy alternative to it, and you got your regular emulsifying wax, which is not very good for you either. But anyhow, and then from there, you're going to add, a preservative to basically anything with water. You need a preservatives in order to stop the bacteria from growing in your product, basically. But anything else extra you add to that is just extra, basically. There's nothing special to it. But I'm going to let you listen to a video. She basically did the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream dupe and found a better alternative, like cheaper alternative. But when I start looking into the ingredients, because their ingredients list is freaking huge. It's like 30 different crap in there. So after I start researching the ingredients, there is serious, terrible ingredients in those products. So first, I'm going to let you listen to a video. Then I'll come back and talk about it more, because there is lot more to talk about.
A magic cream commercial from Sephora. I think it comes on in every single TV break. So what did I do while I was sitting on the couch? I duped it. I duperoonified it. So are you ready for a duperoony?
Yes!
You can be dismissed. All right. So what I do, I'm going to tell you my process. I'm going to tell you how accurate this is between the ingredients on the dupe and the OG. The OG being Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Water Cream. That is over $100 for a tiny little jar. I look at the ingredients of the high dollar item that you guys want me to dupe. I look at what the ingredients are, like which ones are being, how do I say this, marketed, the ones that are gonna make the biggest impact. And in this case, it is something called Parky Butter, and it's Parkii. What is Parky Butter? Parky Butter is a plant lipid from the fruit of a shea tree. So what it does when it's in a moisturizer is it makes a protective film on your skin, and this would make something a very good moisturizer and primer. And that's kind of what Charlotte says in the commercial. She says, you really need this Charlotte Tilbury water cream. All the famous people are doing it, and all the famous people, makeup artists, have it in their kit. And I'm like, I don't need it, because I'm going to read ingredients instead. So I went on the hunt, and what I did was I simply just typed in Google products with Parky Butter. Now, this is where it gets very intense. A million bajillion things are going to come up. So you literally have to go to each item and start reading ingredients and comparing and counting which ingredients they have in common. And then you have to go even further and see where this main ingredient is on the label. Because remember, the label, we go by weight, so whatever has the most of it, we want a lot of this amazing ingredient, right? So don't worry. CeraVe, of all freaking things, has 22 ingredients in common with Charlotte Tilbury, and I think Charlotte Tilbury's.
So there you have it. So basically, she mentioned Parky Butter, which is, I can't even actually pronounce these things. Putti per mom parky, whatever. It's actually a scientific name for shea butter. So it's basically your main ingredients is shea butter. That's it. Shea butter, okay? So if you want to have shea butter, just go find your anybody that makes body butters uses shea butter, okay? So that's all you need. Whip up some shea butter, buy some shea butter, support your local businesses that make shea butter, you know. That is it. Because when I make my face creams, they make my skin very supple and soft. Like I get those same effect that she's talking about, basically, because you're using shea butter. I love shea butter, you know? Well, anyhow, I just pulled out a few ingredients. So we're gonna just, I'm only gonna mention a couple. So sodium benzoate, that's in there, that's also in your food too. It's a preservative, which is linked to health issues, DNA damage, hormone disruption, and reduced fertility. There's another one, cyclopentasiloxane. I can't even pronounce these things. Anyways, is also linked to cancer and reproductive toxicity. Then you have another one of a benzone. It blocks the effects of testosterone, and a lot of them is actually, if you start digging more into these ingredients, you're gonna find that some way or somehow it's linked to cancer. It is like crazy. So why would I want to pay $100 to something that's gonna cause me cancer? Or even the other cream that she mentioned, CeraVe. Why would I want to pay $20 for that cream? So I can get more cancer. I mean, those ingredients are terrible, guys. It's terrible. I mean, that's why I started making, better stuff, like, stuff with herbs in it. I love experimenting. I love experimenting on myself. I experiment with different herbs, and my creams are amazing. I mean, I'm not just saying because it's mine, but I've been making creams since, it's been over 2 years, 2.5 years, or whatever. And ever since then, I never used anybody else's trash creams because I know it's garbage. And just go out there. There's so many good people that make body butter, just go support them. Stop buying this shit from major companies because it's horrible. Just, it's not good. Just stop doing this. This is not good for us as humans. Like, we don't deserve this shit. We don't deserve to pay $100 so I can get cancer. Why would I want to pay for some little shit for $100 so I can get cancer from it? No, I don't know. Well, anyhow, yeah, just support your people, my favorite actually YouTuber that I love her recipes, and I follow her recipes, and her body butter cost, it is kind of expensive, and she only does drops like periodically because she's a little sick, I guess. She has some type of a health issue right now. But I literally follow her recipes, and I make my product based on her recipes. And I love the texture of her body butter because I'm like a texture person. I don't like my stuff to be like waxy and hard. Like some people, I don't like some people's body butter. It's just, I want mine to be like fluffy, airy, like the much as I can, and super moisturizing. So yeah, just go out there, support your people. I just want to put this out there because this is terrible. I mean, I love Nina, and I love what she does for people, and but if you start looking into these ingredients, it's terrible. It's terrible. Well, anyhow, this is it. I love you guys, and bye bye.